A WWE SmackDown star has returned and turned face. A championship match has been confirmed for WWE Elimination Chamber, and we've got an update on AEW's plans for a major signing. Stay tuned for all the deets. So last night's SmackDown was, of course, sort of the big takeaway was the Triple H, Cody, Rock, Roman situation, but also it was a packed show. We had Dakota Kai make her return to SmackDown last week. She's been absent for the last couple of weeks, including last week's episode where it all sort of fell apart for Damage Control and Bayley kind of revealed, like, I know what you've been saying about me, and it's just been very backward and forward, and now we've got Bayley going up against Mania, so that's all kind of nicely chugging away. But where's Dakota been? So Bayley called out Kai for being absent. Kai admitted she knew there was a plan to kick Bayley out of the group, and despite wanting to tell Bayley, she didn't.
What a bad friend.
Kai then said she missed when the group was the original 3 members. Sane, Sky, and Asuka then came to the ring and looked to attack Bayley. Kai went and got a chair and looked like she was going to attack her former friend, but Bayley moved out of the way and Kai instead swung for damage control.
Yeah, so Kai has been injured with a torn ACL, I believe, that's been keeping her out of action for the past few months. I'm excited to see Bayley and Dakota sort of team up, because it did feel like the numbers were stacked against Bayley. We've got quite a while.
It had a bit of a back-to-back bar fight vibe, didn't it?
It was like, Bayley, you're not surviving this. But Dakota Kai in the mix there. Now, it was interesting because when she got the chair, it did look like she was going to attack Bayley. She swung in Bayley's direction and Bayley moved out the way. She then connected with Asuka.
And it was like, oh, well, guess I've got to commit to this now.
So is it a case of she's gone, I've made a terrible mistake and attacked the rest of Damage Control, or was she legitimately trying to save Bayley? I think that it's a nice little question.
It leaves it open enough.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And I think we're going to have a lot of fun with Dakota and Bayley. Especially, it's going to be great to see Dakota Kai back in the ring when she officially gets cleared. I know this past week she was doing promo shoots for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So I guess there's some plan there.
Just whack it on Elimination Chamber.
Get her a tag team partner.
Go on.
Get her a tag team partner and get her in there with the Kabuki Warriors at WrestleMania for the tag titles.
That'd be really cool.
Don't know who it'd be, but someone.
Well, looking over toward Elimination Chamber, we of course touched on some of the news leading to the men's match in the prior news video, so check that out if you haven't seen it already. But we had a qualifier last night on SmackDown, and Bianca Belair is set to join Becky Lynch in the Elimination Chamber in a couple of weeks' time, where basically she had to beat Michin last night.
She beat Michin?
She beat Michin, yeah.
What? I can't believe that, Sam. You're telling me Porky Pie's here.
2 qualifying matches have been announced for next week's SmackDown, which will see Shotzi take on Tiffany Stratton and Naomi take on Zelina Vega. So yeah, we got Bianca and Becky in there right now.
Right, I think as much as this build-up, is going to be, it's going to be a great match.
Yes.
It's going to be Becky Lynch, isn't it? We saw the little thing at the WrestleMania press conference. She comes out and goes, Mommy's going to learn how to be a bottom. Yeah. What? You know,
I think it's a very safe bet. I'd be keen to see. I can also see Bianca, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one to call. I think
Becky Rhea's like a major feud, right? And you can really stretch that out. So
it feels like the biggest possible match that they can do in the women's division right now at WrestleMania. I think having Tiffany Stratton in there, which my thoughts would be she beats Shotzi next week.
Yeah,
prettiest moonsault ever from the top of the chamber. One of the pods. I think she's going to do it.
That'd be really cool.
We then might get a little bit of tension between her and Bianca, and I really hope Jade gets put in the chamber.
Okay.
It's not been announced yet.
Jade would make so much sense in the chamber. It's like a really big highlight moment. Again, like back-to-back highlight spots.
Exactly. And she doesn't have to be the focus of the match for the whole thing. You can have her do the little bits, but then you also get that tease of Bianca and Jade. And I think that's a big match that they can do from there.
Also winning a match last night to have a match at Elimination Chamber, another qualifier of a match. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate defeated DIY on SmackDown to earn a shot at the Judgment Day at Elimination Chamber. So DIY looked to be on the verge of victory, but Dunne countered with the meat in the middle by countered the meat in the middle by snapping Ciampa's fingers, and then hit Gargano with the bitter end to win the match. Following the match, both teams showed mutual respect. Did a fist bump.
That'd be nice.
And
like that.
Well, ultimately, it's an Australian show. They need English people to boo.
Yeah, that's
true.
They
need English people to boo.
True. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm with the Australians on that one. Yeah. I don't think Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate are going to win the titles here, but it's going to be a nice showcase of what they can be as a team. Maybe we'll get them actually called British Strong Style on the show.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Maybe. I don't know. But them versus Finn and Damian Priest, I'm all for it. That'll be a fun match. I just don't think Judgment Day are losing the belts until WrestleMania.
No, but on the point of Damian Priest, we've got a bit of an update.
We do, because he was speaking with the West Sport. He was trying to explain why he hasn't cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase yet. Now, he won that back at, Money in the Bank back in the summer of last year.
It's handy. You can put your papers in it.
You can carry your lunch.
Yeah, you can put a handcuff on it and feel like you're the president's nuclear football
guy. You can put your
guy.
Steam Deck. I'm thinking games in there. You know?
Warhammers. If you get your foam.
Soup. You could probably fill it with soup. That'd be fun. But he has explained to the West Sport, he said, I'm based on Raw, and being that Seth Rollins is the champion, unfortunately, he isn't medically cleared, so I can't cash in right now because officially he can't be in a match. So I kind of have to just wait until he's cleared, or, I find myself on the other show. It'd be different, but that champion isn't around all the time either. I still have until July 1st. I have plenty of time. I don't want to risk doing something I shouldn't, Now, this has been a question that a lot of people have been going, why hasn't he cashed in when Seth has walked out and been like, I can't wrestle, my knee is ruined? But he's explained it right there. We saw this actually about 10 years ago. Daniel Bryan cashed in on an injured Mark Henry, Big Show. He cashed in on an injured Big Show, Mark Henry, one of the two. I can't quite remember right now. But Teddy Long then came out and went, player, you can't cash in because he wasn't medically cleared to compete. Give me the belt back. Here's your briefcase back. Damian Priest is smart here.
The contract should just be an immediate forfeit. Just wait for a champion again, and you can go, I want that belt.
Could he not cash in on vacant? How would that work?
Winningest of all the winners.
It would be the ultimate opportunist. That would be something Edge would do if he'd won it.
Well, on the point of Seth Rollins, speaking with Sean Ross Sapp at the WrestleMania 40 kickoff, Rollins, whose WWE contract is set to expire in June 2024, revealed that he's gonna get a new deal. Something's gonna get worked out. WWE is my home, he said. I love this place. I love this industry. I'd like to spend more time with my daughter as she gets a bit older, but at the end of the day, I want to stay here. I want to be here for the rest of my life. I love this place, and I'm sure the powers that be feel the same way.
I don't know about
me.
you, but I'm getting the sense that he loves that place.
Part of me thinks that Seth Rollins might just be a company guy.
He might. I mean, they've treated him very
as
well.
They'd say in NFL, he's like a franchise player.
That is a really great way to describe him. He is a franchise player of WWE. He is someone that
It's like him, your Orton's. Like Orton, I can't see going anywhere else.
No, and it seems so strange because Seth Rollins is an indie guy.
Yeah.
He's Tyler Black. And
not anymore.
Not anymore. That's the thing. It's like I can't picture him if he was to leave, hypothetically, chuck it out there. He leaves WWE at the end of his contract and he turns up in AEW. That feels wrong.
He'd be a megastar anywhere he went. You can't deny that. I mean, he could literally turn around at the end of this contract, walk into AEW, be a huge star there. Nobody's going to argue that. But I think, I
just can't see it.
They work so well together, WWE and Rollins at this point.
Right.
It's sort of a winning combination.
WWE would be so weird without Seth Rollins.
And they'd be foolish to let him go.
Absolutely, 100%, yeah.
Well, moving over to AEW now to close things out. A report from the Wrestling Observer newsletter has revealed that top signing Will Ospreay is scheduled to wrestle at AEW Revolution on March 3rd. It's currently unknown who he's going to be facing at the show, but he will be there. When it was revealed that he'd signed with the company, he said that he would finish up his dates for New Japan and then would join AEW on the road to Revolution. So pretty much expecting a debut to happen anytime in the next sort of week or so.
Because it's like, as we sit here and speak right now, it's February 10th, Sam.
Yes, it's time's getting on. It's Super Bowl tomorrow. No, the big game.
It's the big game. The superb owl.
Yes.
We expect Will Ospreay to be joining anytime soon.
Yeah.
It should be soon. I don't know who he faces, though.
I don't know either. I'm just excited to see Will in the mix, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is massive for him.
My God, they've got, look, all in a month's period, they could have Ospreay, Monet and Okada, all in the span of a month. That's insane talent going to AEW right now. No wonder
they've got
putting on some bangers recently.
Yeah. Well, that's it for your second dose of lovely bumper weekend wrestling news. Make sure you keep it with us here all weekend, as there's going to be more content. You know the crack. There's all the content coming out tomorrow through to Monday, where we'll be back with more wrestling news up on the channel right now. You can of course check out mine and Fraser's Royal Rumble documentary Over the Top Rope, which features Kevin Owens,
Hornswoggle, Maven, Jack the Jobber. Exactly. The main event, Jack the Jobber. It's I'm very excited to go and check out that. It was a lot of fun to work on that with you, Sam.
But in the meantime, if there's any more breaking news, we'll be back in a bit. Have a lovely weekend.